All right, listen up. No intro, no hand-holding, we're dropping in hot. Look, they gave you one mission, just one. Be a provider. Earn your keep, build something, protect your own. That's supposed to be the bedrock of who you are as a man, right? So, what happens when some machine does it better, faster, and for damn near free? What the hell are you even for then? You stick around, because you're about to find out why the very ground beneath your feet is turning to quicksand.
Okay, let's get a sit rep. Situation report. And make no mistake, you are in a war. It's not fought with bullets and bombs. No, this one's a silent war. A war for your relevance, your economic value, the thing that makes you useful to society. It's got a target painted on it. And this isn't some far-off problem for your grandkids. The first shots have already been fired. And you're standing right in the middle of the kill zone, whether you know it or not.
Think about it. For centuries, a man's value was simple. It was your back, your muscles. Could you hunt? Could you build? Could you fight? Easy. Then, boom, the Industrial Revolution. Suddenly, it wasn't about pure strength, it was about technical skill. Could you run the machines? Then, the Information Age. Now it was all about your brain. Logic, analysis, code. But look at that last part, that question mark. That's where we are now, the AI era. And it's coming for the last fortress, your mind. So I ask you, what's left after that?
Rule 1 of any fight: know your enemy. And get this straight, your enemy isn't some Terminator walking down the street. That's kid stuff. The real enemy, it's an economic force. It's like a silent tide, just quietly, efficiently eating away at the value of what a man can do. And the worst part? It doesn't hate you. It doesn't even know you exist. You're just an obstacle, an inefficiency to be removed.
Take a look at this. This is the battle map. The enemy's whole strategy, laid out. See, AI isn't coming for the top 1%, the geniuses, the visionaries. Not yet, anyway. No, it's aiming right for the guts of the army, the average guy, the man who's competent, who gets the job done, but isn't some kind of savant. That red line, that's AI's capability. And as you can see, it's already leapfrogged the average performer in so many areas. That line goes up every single day. And every day, more guys find themselves on the wrong side of it. And here's the real gut punch. The attack isn't symmetrical. Take a good look at the high-risk column. What do you see? Logic, systems, code, analysis. You know, the very fields that men have dominated for generations. Why? Because they're logical, rule-based. And guess what? That's exactly what AI eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now look at the lower risk side. Empathy, care, human connection, fields that tend to be female-dominated. Now, this isn't me making some political point. This is a cold, hard battlefield assessment. The enemy is hitting male-dominated territory first. All right, let's put some names to the faces. This isn't some abstract threat. We're talking about real jobs. The guy next door, your brother-in-law, maybe even you. Data analyst, software developer, accountant, paralegal. Look, these are not low-skilled jobs. These are solid, middle-class careers that guys have built their entire lives, their entire identities around. And right now, they're all in the crosshairs. High vulnerability targets, period.
This isn't theory anymore. We've got casualty reports coming in from the front line. And these aren't just statistics. These are the first men down. They're stories. They're warnings. So listen up.
Meet Marcus, 43 years old, 15 years in the accounting game. He had that institutional knowledge, the kind of stuff you can't learn from a textbook. He thought that made him bulletproof. Then one day, the company rolls out a new AI dashboard. And just like that, poof! His entire library of expertise was worthless. They didn't even fire him, that would have been too honest. No, they just made him invisible. His job now? He proofreads the machine's work. A glorified spell check for an algorithm. And then there's David, 34, a damn good programmer. This guy lived and breathed code, spent years on open source projects, helping other people out on forums, building the whole community up. And the irony, the sick joke of it all, he was sharpening the very axe that was coming for his own neck. Every single line of code he shared, every problem he solved for someone else, it all became training data. He literally, and I mean literally, trained his own replacement. And he did it for free.
So let's be clear. These guys did everything right. Everything society told them to do. They went to school, they learned a valuable skill, they worked their asses off. So what the hell went wrong? Simple. They were trained to fight the last war. They staked their entire identity, their entire worth as men, on a skill that a machine could copy.
Okay, that's enough of the doom and gloom. Now we pivot. It's time for a new battle plan. Because following the old playbook, the one your dad gave you, in this new war, that's a suicide mission. So listen up. Here are your new orders.
You know this path. It's been beaten into your head since you were a kid. Step 1, get the degree. Step 2, learn a hard skill. Step 3, just work harder than everyone else. And then new step 4, get replaced. Replaced by a line of code that doesn't need a lunch break, never calls in sick, and never asks for a raise. This plan is obsolete. Take it and burn it.
So what's the new arsenal? What are the weapons you bring to the fight now? We're talking about the stuff a machine can't fake. Real emotional intelligence, not some programmed empathy chatbot. Ethical judgment, accountability, the guts to take the hit when things go south. Real leadership, building trust with other human beings. And yeah, getting good at complex physical stuff in the messy real world. This is the new high ground. This is the territory you can actually defend.
All right, now we get to the heart of the matter, the real mission. And I need you to forget your job title, forget your salary, forget all that for a second. This goes way deeper. This is about your entire identity. This is about what it means to be a man in this new world.
For your entire life, you've been sold a lie. The lie is that your value is your output, how much you produce, the numbers you put on a spreadsheet. That was never it. Your real value, the thing they can't replicate, the thing they can't code, was, and always will be, your character. So let the machine do the work. Fine. Let it crunch the numbers. Let it write the boring code. You have to concede that ground. It's a strategic retreat.
Why? Because that machine can't take the hit for the team. It can't stand up when everything's on fire and say, "This is on me." That's not a task. That's accountability. That's a man's job.
A machine cannot look another man in the eye and inspire him to walk through hell beside him. It has no skin in the game. It has no courage. Everything an AI creates is temporary. It's disposable data. It can't build a family. It can't build a real community. It can't leave a legacy that matters. That is your domain, and yours alone. So here it is, the new mission directive for being a man. You don't run from the new technology, you learn to use it. You integrate these new capabilities, but you anchor them, you chain them to timeless character, to courage, integrity, protection, the drive to actually build something real. All right, mission debrief. If you walk away with only one thing from this, let it be this: your final marching orders.
Stop trying to outcompute the calculator. It's a losing battle. Your mission is on a completely different field of play. A machine computes value. It rearranges the ones and zeros that are already there. A man creates it. He creates it out of thin air, with his character, his integrity, and his will. That is the war you were born to win. Now go win it.